Hey everyone, Lensmanos here, and welcome to another episode of Minecraft Billionaire. So, last episode I had the loot bag. Sorry, my machines are running, so it's a little bit loud. I had that loot bag, and things went a little bit pear-shaped from there on. This caused me some grief. I've got two there now at the moment, and I'll explain why in just a second. So when I logged back in, there were items all around the base. So I'm not sure if when I activated the loot bag, I mean you saw it in the last episode, things lagged a lot. I think it actually did try to give me items, and in this case it gave me all the advanced rings. So I have all of these. So I now have a fair few abilities. So yeah, when I logged back in, I had all these in my inventory. The game wasn't lagging anymore, but I did try again, and it gave me some cash and stuff after I had to log back out and back in again. Really? Be quiet. So I was playing around, and I made a builder. Now I did suggest last episode that I might end up just making a builder. I placed it down over here, underneath where this chest is. I got the little card thing inside, and I went all the way over here to the other side of where the blood magic altar is, and I right clicked there, and then I went all the way over to that dot over there and dug straight down. Right clicked the card, did all the stuff, placed it in the machine, turned it on, and it ate all of this area. So it destroyed most of this setup that we have for making the fries. It just broke it, just killed it. So at the moment, this all ended up in a chest, all the bits and pieces. I think I lost the grinder, or the sawmill. I think that went. I think I ended up with a machine block instead. There's a whole bunch of stuff. So it pretty much ate the whole system, which I'm a bit disappointed about. But now that I've got refined storage, maybe I can just set it up in refined storage. But yeah, bit of a downer. You know, I've ended up having to now reconsider what I'm going to do in this area, but the duct is still there, and the other thing, it broke, which I've spent a bit of time fixing. It broke this system, and it broke it because it broke some of the cables in behind this wall. I have gone ahead and fixed it all. It is working again. It seems to be okay. The other thing I've done is I've made a couple of other power cells. I've got one over there linked to the main base power, and I've thrown this one in here, which is actually pulling the power out of these two. Pretty sure the main base is coming from this one. I don't seem to be running out, and I'm sure this one will kick in if needed. Pretty sure this extracts power from all three. Red probably power, no, yellow's power. Extract. Yes, no. Yes, so it's extracting power from all of them. But this one at the moment, this is feeding these two units into this power cell, and it has a card of number 2. The system's probably being used. When it did fail, it just... I'll move away from that. When it failed, it was constantly producing the empowered seeds, the second tier seeds. So yeah, this is just a basic quarry. So when I better explain a bit more. When this died, I did try to recover a backup, and the backup, for some reason, even though I loaded it to a different folder in the saves directory, somehow all of my waypoints and all of my progress in the quest book, not this quest book, this one seemed to be intact, but this quest book, all of my progress was gone. So I've ended up having to get the edit book. Now I did get a comment on, I think it was the last video, that said that the Something in here, I think it was the industrial craft, something in there doesn't detect. Now the way to get this book here is you type HQM edit, right? And that will give you this book. So if I pushed enter on there, it'll give me another one. Once you have this book, you can open it and you can find the particular quest you want. And if you can quite read under here, you hold down shift, click on it, and it will complete that quest for you. So for those of you who need to complete a quest and you've made the item and it's not detecting, yes, that's a way you can cheat and skip through the book, but you know, there's no point to that. You know, we're here to play a game. I have gone ahead and, as I said, gone through as far as I think I missed. Mind you, just looking at that, I'm pretty sure I've made this before. So I got a feeling that this one should be completed as well. So not 100% sure I've got all the ones I should have, but yeah, it's close. So having said that, we now have a nice little source of materials coming in, hence why my grinder thing is running off the handle. So we're getting some nice materials here. It is using power, but canola is not something we are short of at the moment. I've got a few drawers set up here for a few things like hardened stone and basalt and limestone and marble and stuff. It's just pulling straight out of there into there, and they're void upgraded. Just single tier. I don't need any more than the 2048. Any more than that, and I think there's a problem. So yep, got some stuff going. Got a few more bits of piece. Running through some tin. Everything seems good. Right. So this episode, now that I've talked for now a good 7 minutes about how much I broke it between, I thought we'd continue a little bit on nuclear craft. And hence, if I do this, what I may end up doing is setting up any sort of power generation over there and try and, that way if it does blow up, it's over there. I don't think nuclear craft blows up, but just in case. And it can power our quarry, our builder. So next thing it wants me to do is, the next step of starting fission is to acquire the next ingredients of the fission controller. So we need an isotope separator. So let's see what's involved in an isotope separator. Nuclear craft. Might have been just quicker for me to just type isotope. Okay, so we're going to need 4 ferroboron alloys. We're going to need another alloy furnace, and we're going to need another manufacturing. So let's look into making this. Let's see here. Manufacturing. I'm going to need a piston. And then we're going to need another couple of these. Manufacturing. And then we want the alloy furnace, which again is going to require these things, which needs graphite. So let's just grab, you know, it's here now, isn't it? Oh, you're slow. You're so slow. So the next level is going to need some more of that. Isotope separator needs the ferroboron, so that's steel and boron. So 2 steel and 4 of them. I've got 1. That's fine. Okay. You really are slow. And these things aren't using heaps. That's 10 RF a tick. This is 20 RF a tick. Ooh. A little bit of lag. So that is 1 set. So I might need to look into these speed upgrades. What do they take? That's not that bad. Let's make a couple. Just gonna grab 4. We'll see what happens. So 20 RF a tick and 100% speed. Let's throw one in. It's using 60. Let's throw a second one in. Using 120, so probably going to be the same here. No, it's only using 60 in this one. Because it's, that's right, because it's a slightly less power. But this is now using 120, and it's a fair bit quicker, so we'll just let that go. Throw you in. We are going for the alloy. Oops. Need another lot of that yet. Alloy furnace. And then we want the isotope separator, which is going to need advanced plating. Oh, it's going to need more of this tough alloy. Which is what? Lithium and the ferroboron. Lithium. Need maybe a couple more steel. This thing's just chewing its way through. Okay. So that's just 1 for 1. So, what were these? 1 of each, is it? You really are noisy. Alright. There's 2 tough alloy. And we needed one of those plates in the middle, didn't we? So let's make... There's one advanced plating, and I need 4. Wow. That's 2. Alright, so this is obviously going to take me a little bit more than I expected. So there's 4 of them. Just need 2 more advanced plates. Which means I'm going to need 2 more of these. Throw that in there. What was this again? Steel and boron. Boron. I don't know. Correct me. Not 100% sure. Lithium. Okay. Speed this right up. I'm still only using 150, which isn't too bad. Okay, so there's 4 of them. Use is that 1. Goodness me. I do apologize for that. I should just pull the ores out of here and be done with it. Just because it's just like really nastily loud. Let's that's not as loud. That's good. This one. Okay, there's our 4 advanced plates. Isotope separator. Thank you very much. It's taken me a whole heap of time. Next step, let's get some uranium-238. So let's pop this off here. I'm going to need a duct. I imagine. Pretty sure it's going to need some sort of power, maybe. Okay, yep, need a power. Do I just grab uranium? Oh, it's still silent. What are you going to give me? 238. Is it the wrong 238? Might have to... Uranium? What is that you want? Uranium block. Apparently the uranium that I just picked up is not the uranium we need. Which is weird, because that is uranium-238, but it's after the IC2 one. As you saw from the book there, or from JEI, we should be able to just make, according to this, I should just be able to do this. Make a block of uranium, and then do I throw this in here? No. Apparently a uranium block becomes uranium-238. I think we might have a problem here. I do have uranium-238. It's not the right one, but I have it. Interesting. I have a chisel. Can I do this? No, just still turns into ingots. You are probably going to need more of this. Alright, so this isn't giving me, oops, the uranium that I'm expecting. Which I think is actually a bug. Because interestingly enough, 238, uranium 238. That's actually the nuclear craft one, and this is a nuclear craft quest. So, you know what? I believe it's a bug. I'm going to go pop and claim that quest just because. Fission controller. Basic principle of high fission is that the fuel you use generates both heat and power. If there's too much heat generated, then the reactor will melt. Add coolant blocks to the reactor to keep the cooling effect greater than the heat. Okay. Fission. Requires magnesium diboride solenoids, a nuclear furnace, and elite plating. Nuclear furnace is just more of that tough, and the I think I just made some more of that. Yep. Let's grab our speed upgrades and put them in here. I still got some of that, so 4 of them. 4 of them. Awesome. Okay, so crystal binder. Yikes. Polarized obsidian magnesium dust. Sheesh. Put you in there, what do you do? Nothing. I'll put you in here, what do you do? Nothing, apparently. Run it through a pulverizer though. Can't run it in a sag mill. Can't have that. What about in here? Yes, I can crush you in there. Alright. I've got all sorts of junk in my inventory now. Okay. So once the fission controller, we really are having some trouble. Magnesium diboride, which is magnesium and boron. It's going to give us a couple, I guess. Only 4 of these, so What's that recipe again? Oh look, tough alloy in the middle. That's fine. Very hard because they have very different colours, aren't they? Need one more set. Here's some I prepared earlier. Okay, so that's the stuff here. Nuclear furnace is tough alloy around a furnace. We have no tough alloy. Basic plates. Lithium. Okay. And then elite plating. So we're going to need 238 and advanced and sulfur. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, we are falling in a rabbit hole. We're going to need a ton of tough alloy, which means we're going to need a ton of this. So I really do need to potentially fill this up. Okay, you are still running. So yeah, this is obviously going to require a lot of material. Hence why I set up the miner, the builder block, because I just figured it was coming. Gonna need it. Gonna need a lot of this. Need a lot of stuff, it seems. So tough alloy. That's the fluid grid I apparently somehow clicked on. Crystal binder. So we're going to need some of this stuff. Can I put you in here? Nope. Can I put you in here? Can I put you in here? Alright, so that does work for that. And the reason I was just clicking feverishly is otherwise it will drop into this and I won't be able to do anything with it because it will then sit trying to go into the furnace. And that's not a good time. Pretty sure, see, I would figure that this would work, but apparently not. Oh my gosh. You are slow. So it's going to be one lot. Okay, sulfur, magnesium, and okay. Can't even put that in there. I kind of think let's just one. I only need 4 of these, so I'll just do this real quickly. Okay. I just need to rearrange that setup. Can I make this stuff? What am I missing? Pulverized obsidian. Do I have any of that in here? I've got 2 obsidian. If I put that in there, how many do I get? Slowly run it its way through. I should be able to do this and get one of them. Yep, excellent. I get 4. That's alright. You, thank you. Really? Okay, so that's the 16 we need for this. I then need 16 boron, that'll be fine, and the DU plating I'm going to need 16 sulfur. 16, 238. And 4 of these, so I'm going to need 4 basic. That's 4. 4 advanced. For DU. Yeah, a little bit short on 238. There we go, there's the last 2. Aha. And then 4 should be fine. That should be fine. 4 of them. So close. It's night time again. I had to make a furnace. That's been a while since I had to do one of them. Sleep through the night again. I need more tough alloy. That is what again? I'll remember these things soon. Lithium and yep. I'll make some more speed upgrades. I don't want to go too far because 150 RF tick is still a fairly decent amount. And we're only producing about 600 a tick at the moment. So until we can go to the next level, so to speak. 1 fission controller. Let's dump some stuff. Gonna get 500 for that. Wow, we are near the end of the episode, but let's just have a quick look at what reactor cells need. Reactor cells are where the fission takes place in the reactor. Having multiple of them touching each other in the reactor means a greater burn rate, which means more power and heat proportionally generated. Graphite blocks can be used to connect adjacent reactor cells together and give an 18% burn rate bonus. So reactor cell. Reactor cell. Needs glass and tough alloy. So glass and tough alloy. I really have no idea. I'm going to need some graphite blocks, which probably means... yeah, no, I've got a little bit. Okay. I'm going to put the cash away. I have no glass. Really? Some glass cooking up. Okay, 1 reactor cell. And we're going to get 2 graphite blocks and 3 reactor cells. It wants an empty cooler. There are many different cooler types that offer different benefits, but must have their special conditions be met for them to be considered active. Okay, so I'm going to have to look online for a good setup. Cooler box, so you means keep your reactor cool. Total coolant, fuel, heat, burn. Okay. So it wanted... wow, they're interesting. An empty cooler. Tough alloy and steel. There you go. We're going to get 8 enderium, 1 diamond, 4 water. I'm going to take the 4 water. Of course, reactor needs to be covered. It's dangerous otherwise. Cover the outside planes with reactor casings, but do not cover the corners. Just basic plating and tough alloy. Okay, so I'm still going to need to run a bunch more through here. We are at the wrapping up point though. I'm slowly working my way through some nuclear craft. I'm going to Google in between episodes to make sure that I set this up correctly, because I really don't want to derp it up and have it melt down on me. But once we're up and running there, we'll be able to produce some power. And if you look here, it produces, I see 2 power, which is a little bit inconvenient for us. But if you look in the book, there's like mechanism turbines, we have big reactors, we have extreme turbines. Okay, so this is part of big reactors basically. And we have advanced generators, so that's something else we could look into, is the gas turbine from advanced generators. Working out. I think it'll run on canola oil actually. I think we can run it on our empowered canola oil. That would be interesting. So if we can generate more power using a different power source, i.e. advanced generators, then we might be able to canola, we might be able to, I'm not sure, because it can be used in a compression dynamo, but I'm not sure if it can be used in other things. So you can run it through a still too and get back to oil. Okay. Anyway, as I said, wrapping up point. Thank you all for watching. Please leave those comments in the section below, and I hope it's not too much of a drama that I had to repair the world. It is a bummer that I lost this system, but hopefully we can get into a bit more nuclear craft and get some bigger power. It'd be nice if I could just pump it straight into this. So yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time. Bye now.